I don't know what the big deal is about the fact that Caitlyn is getting a lot of love. She deserves that, and she's helped change this game just as a lot of other players have. But it is what it is. And I think that we are all benefiting from the effects that she's had on the game. And I just appreciate the way she shows up.
Going into my season 2, what's some advice that you would give for me?
Season 2, I can't wait to work with you some more. The biggest advice I have for you is going to be how you shoot your layups, period.
What happens when a WNBA legend steps into a rookie rivalry and flips the script entirely? The league's been buzzing lately, between Caitlin Clark's unstoppable rise, Angel Reese's gritty hustle, and a Hall of Famer who's not afraid to call it like she sees it. Lisa Leslie didn't just wade into the drama surrounding these two stars. She dropped a truth bomb so big it's still echoing through the basketball world. And trust me, you're not ready for how this all unfolded.
But she literally got called out for missing layups. I mean, on her own damn show.
You want to see more WNBA people saying this, and it's just so obvious.
Let's start with Caitlin Clark, because her story's impossible to ignore. This isn't just another rookie season, it's a full-on revolution. Last year, she smashed viewership records, pulling in millions of eyes that never cared about the WNBA before. Arenas sold out faster than a Taylor Swift concert, and for 2025, her Indiana Fever are slated for 41 nationally televised games out of 44. That's not a schedule, that's a statement. They're even moving games to bigger venues just to fit the crowds. Love her or hate her, Clark's turned women's basketball into a must-watch event, and the numbers don't lie. Iowa's now a top market, all because of her, but not everyone's cheering.
We have to understand that when one player eats, we all eat, and as we all get more opportunities, it just opens it up for everyone else. And I think Caitlyn has said that even herself in certain interviews, and I love that. I love that she's not the player who's like, it's all about her. It's not. She's giving love and homage to those of us that have come before her. She shares the wealth with her teammates, and she doesn't have to do that. So I just don't, again, I don't know what the big deal is about the fact that Caitlyn is getting a lot of love. She deserves that, and she's helped change this game.
Here's where it gets messy. Some WNBA vets aren't exactly rolling out the red carpet for Clark. You've seen the tweets, little digs about her hype, the side eye from players who've been grinding for years. On the court, it's been even rougher. Hard fouls, body checks, and a vibe that screams, who does this kid think she is? The jealousy's been simmering, and it's not hard to spot. For months, it felt like Clark couldn't take a step without someone trying to knock her down a peg. Then, out of nowhere, a voice cut through the noise, one nobody saw coming.
Listen, she's a competitor. She's a trash talker. She makes players around her better. She's exciting to watch. And quite frankly, I've missed seeing her. Being at Unrivaled, she was there. Like, I've missed seeing her play. So I really look forward to seeing her back out there. But as I do all of the WNBA players, we are really watching a very exciting level of basketball.
Enter Lisa Leslie, the queen who helped build the WNBA from the ground up. 2 championships, 3 MVPs, the first dunk in league history. This woman's resume is a highlight reel. So when she spoke up about Caitlin Clark, people stopped scrolling and started listening. On a recent podcast, Leslie didn't mince words. I don't know what the big deal is about the fact that Caitlyn's getting a lot of love. She deserves that, and she's helped change this game. Boom, that wasn't just a compliment, it was a shutdown. Leslie saw the sniping, the petty jabs, and said enough. Clark's not the enemy, she's the spark the league's been waiting for. But Leslie wasn't done talking.
The biggest advice I have for you is going to be how you shoot your layups, period. We're going to fix that. Yeah. That's fixable for you. And I think that's probably the biggest. I think your shot from the outside is improving. I love that your ball handling is good. Your defense is improved.
Hoops game where she literally needs to put up 300 shots a day. And I'm not kidding. 200 or 300 shots a day. And that's missed layups. She's 6'3" or 6'4", can't hit a layup to save her life. And literal videos have went mega viral of just her missing layups in games.
Switch gears to Angel Reese, because this is where it gets wild. Reese invited Leslie onto her podcast, Unapologetically Angel, probably expecting some feel-good vibes and legacy chatter. Instead, she got a front row seat to a masterclass in tough love. Leslie looked her dead in the eye and said, The biggest advice I have for you is how you shoot your layups, period. We're gonna fix that. Ouch. Right there, on Reese's own show with thousands listening, a legend called out her biggest flaw. Reese's finishing's been a punchline. 39% from the field, under 50% on shots inside 5 feet. Viral clips of her bricking layups have racked up views, and Leslie didn't let it slide. But that wasn't the whole story.
You got to go out there and prove yourselves. And listen, are we going to get upset about 5, 6, 10 games less on television or not? I don't think we should. We have access to find these games now in a way that we never had before. And we have to appreciate that, and all these platforms that support the W.
Stephen A. Smith had a very interesting discourse with Fee recently over the number of games the Fever broadcasted this season compared to other teams who have also got stars on them. So I'm curious what you make of W's decision to lean into highlighting its stars.
This wasn't some petty jab. Leslie wasn't there to dunk on Reese. She balanced it out, giving props where it's due. Your ball handling's good, your defense is improving, she said, painting a picture of a player with real potential. It was less a roast and more a blueprint. Here's what's broken, here's what's working, now go build something great. Reese could have edited that moment out, smoothed it over for her fans, but she didn't. She let it air, raw and real. That took guts, and it showed she's not just about the hype, she's willing to listen. And what happened next would shock everyone.
I think it's all about money, marketing, and we cannot deny what Caitlin Clark has done for the women's game. I'm not going to act like it's something that we don't see. She's had a huge effect called the Caitlin Clark effect. Yes, have we ever had teams have to get into larger arenas to play against a team? No, we have not. So if we have more eyeballs on the game and Caitlin Clark brings that, why would we feel some kind of way because she has more television games?
Dig a little deeper, and there's a theory floating around that's got fans buzzing. What if Reese's layup struggles aren't just about form? What if it's the yips, that mental glitch where your brain and body stop syncing up? Think golfers missing easy putts or pitchers who can't find the strike zone. Leslie hinted at it gently, suggesting there's more to fix than just mechanics. At 6 feet 3 inches, Reese should be automatic under the basket, but those desperation shots and clanked bunnies tell a different story. If it's true, it's a hurdle she'll need to clear fast, because the WNBA doesn't wait, and while Reese wrestles with that, Clark's shining in a whole different light.
I'm curious, where would you rank her amongst all-time college players, in your opinion?
Ooh, that's tough because you got to win one. I feel like that college is one of those spaces where you got to win one for them to even have your name in the conversation. And it took me 3 years to win mine, so it's hard.
Curious if you think winning an NCAA championship is needed for that eventual GOAT conversation, greatest of all time status.
Absolutely not. I didn't win an NCAA championship. I was National Player of the Year. I won all of the individual awards, but sometimes, it's very hard to win a national championship, regardless of how much people talk about it, like, oh, you have to have it. It is one of the hardest things to do in a tournament where you have so many games and you're trying to get there. So yeah, shout out to all of the players who were able to win national championships, but it doesn't make a player who didn't win a national championship any less of an amazing individual player and the possibility to be in the talks of being a GOAT for sure. Hey, listen, Caitlin, I am so thankful for her. I'm thankful for all of these women and where this game is, and we have to step back and see the big picture.
Back to Caitlin, because Leslie didn't just defend her stats, she praised the how. She's giving love to those who came before her, Leslie said, spotlighting Clark's humility. In a league where some act like they invented the game, Clark's out here thanking the pioneers, sharing the wealth with her teammates. She's a trash-talking competitor who lifts everyone around her, and Leslie noticed. I've missed seeing her play, she admitted, a nod to Clark's absence from Unrivaled. That's not just hype, it's respect from someone who's seen it all, and it ties right into the next big flashpoint.
And Lisa Leslie is completely on the money here. And that's just a problem when it comes to a lot of the old WNBA, is that they just can't not even wrap their head around. They can't just accept, okay, this person is more popular than me.
The 2025 TV schedule dropped, and oh boy did it stir the pot. Clark's Fever snagging 41 national games while champs like the New York Liberty get way less. Players like Reese grumbled, and Stephen A. Smith even weighed in, questioning the league's priorities. Leslie, though, saw through the noise. "When one of us eats, we all eat," she said, breaking it down like a pro. Clark's not stealing the spotlight, she's widening it. More eyeballs mean bigger arenas, fatter checks, and a future where everyone cashes in. Leslie's not mad about the airtime, she's thanking Clark for the boost, but she's playing a bigger game than that.
But I was looking at her stats, I jotted some down right here, and she shoots an abysmal 39% from the field. She shot below 50% on shots less than 5 feet away, which is bad. And even worse than that is that shots from 5 to 9 feet, 13%. This is like WNBA leveling up and all eyes on her now. I think that she knows that she has to completely restructure her form, because that is not the way to be efficient in the post position that she is in. At the post position that she's in, a layup is supposed to be a given. She needs to improve her touch around the rim, like all over the place, but she seems to take these desperation shots.
Here's the real kicker. Lisa Leslie's not just reacting, she's building. She's got one foot in the business of basketball and the other in its soul. Backing Clark, that's about growing the audience. Calling out Reese, that's about raising the bar. She's not picking favorites. She's crafting a league where stars shine and rookies level up. "Caitlin, I'm so thankful for her," Leslie said, and you can feel the weight of it. This is a woman who dunked before it was cool, who carried the WNBA through lean years, now passing the torch. She's not here for rivalries, she's here for results. And that leaves us with one big question.
Look, let's give her credit for trying to evolve her game. We have to give her a little credit. I think she realizes my game is incomplete. That actually happened on Angel's own podcast. Wow. That is pretty embarrassing to have someone come on your podcast and as a professional basketball player, "Hey, what do you think I need to work on?" Layups. Okay, good luck with that, girls.
I'm going to authentically and seriously give Angel Reese credit, because it's a podcast and it's her podcast. And if she wanted to edit that out, she could have. I'm not bigger and stronger than everybody else. And so the things that were hidden in college and particularly in high school that I can't do it anymore. And so I might as well be honest about it and authentic. I'm working on it, guys.
Like, just thank you, Lisa Leslie. Thank you, Lisa Leslie. I cannot stress this enough. Thank you. There is somebody with sense. There is actually somebody with some sense. It's all about money, marketing. We cannot deny what Caitlin has done for women's game. Said Leslie, 2-time champion, 3-time MVP. Why would we feel some type of way that she has more television games? I don't know what the big deal is of the fact Caitlin is getting a lot of love. She deserves this, and she's helped change the game.
So where does this all land? Leslie's laid out a blueprint. Celebrate the stars who pack the seats, push the players who need to grow, and watch the WNBA soar. Clark's proving she's more than a moment, she's a movement. Reese got a reality check she didn't dodge, and if she takes it to heart, her ceiling's sky high. But will the league follow Leslie's lead, or let old grudges and petty feuds dim the glow? That's up to the players, the vets, and even you watching right now. What do you think? Can the WNBA turn this energy into a dynasty, or will it fumble the bag? Drop your take below, hit that like button, and stick around, because this story's far from over.